So I'm just chilling, and Kitty has decided my boob is a perfect place to take a nap. Is it comfy? She's so goddamn cute. Hello, everybody. My name is Yashiroreaper, and welcome to the stream. I'm going to be doing some art today. I'm just setting up the tweet because I'm a dumbass and got super manic for a little bit and just had to do some flips and come up with some story shit. And yeah. If you don't know, I get super randomly manic usually when I'm like coming up with an idea for like a fan fiction or something, and literally when I'm acting out that like I can't let it go. I will literally voice out lines I want characters to say. I go insane. I like flip everywhere. I cannot stop moving. I hate it. Body back into mine, because Manic episodes are fun! Alright, now that the tweet is out, I can continue talking about being manic! Because that is my life at the current moment. And sorry I left it on the recording program. I'm a dunce! But anyways, yeah, I'm gonna do this at the second part of the stream. I just started with that. What I'm gonna actually do is a Ghibli Tover drawing that I kind of just did the doodle for like another stream. And we're just gonna do it. I just saw like people were doing like Ghibli redraws, like scene redraws, and I just saw this one. I was like, yes, this is gonna be something I want to redraw. So we are back here with these two little cuties. I'm gonna stick with like 3D. Talk about something else, but like my manic episode here. So hard. I was doing laundry, and then my manic being like, "Hey." And people who don't know like why I randomly get manic, I have complex post-traumatic stress disorder with the mimics. Because it happened so early into my development, it ends up mimicking a lot of other disorders. And then I also have a slight personality disorder, a dissociative identity disorder, which is fun, yay! But like, I randomly get manic, and I hate my life when I'm manic because I cannot stop, and my heartbeat goes so fast, and it's like good for like grading sense, like me as a creative, it's good. But like, other than that, like, it hits me randomly, and I'm like, yeah, this is great, and this is totally what I want to be doing right at this fucking moment. Like, sometimes it'll hit me right before bed, and it is the fucking worst! I already have trouble turning my brain off, and that's just like an added layer I did not need. Like, look at him, he's so goddamn cute. That I just love to go back to and like Google of like a while ago, like back in like 2015, I actually worked at a kiosk, and it was like for a campground, and I usually did evening shifts, so it would be kind of dead. So one of the things I used to do is I used to bring in my sketchbook, and I used to doodle Ghibli characters. Mostly I doodled like I did a lot of fucking, I did a lot of Porco Rosso and Totoro. And then I ended up slipping into reading animation. I read a lot of manga actually online. Like, I was back in the day when you could easily get a lot of manga online. Like, they had tons of sites. And I used to just sit there and read manga. Cool, because my freaking managers, like, they used to be watching Twitch of like, they'd watch Twitch live streams of people playing Dark Souls, and like sometimes they call me back, they're like, Sarah, come on, you need to see this. I'm like, what are they doing? And they're like, no, you need to see this, get in here. And they were not like younger guys, they were older, and it was great. It was like, this is the best experience of my fucking life. I was so sad that I didn't get to go back there the next year. The owners were from China. They're very rich. But they're all very nice, and I liked working there, but I never worked there again. And it was one of those things where, like, it's a totally seasonal job. Like, campgrounds in Canada in the winter don't make any fucking money. Who wants to go camping in like 30 feet of snow? No one! That's who. I'm gonna get someone who's gonna be like, I like camping in like 30 feet of snow. You're the exception to the rule. Flashbacks. That's not a place you want to have flashbacks. It's like working alone in like a small gas station. Having mental breakdowns. Like, I was literally losing my goddamn mind. that because like being a good worker has been ingrained in me from my youth because my dad like used us for child labor. I could not voice to my boss that. I was like, nope. I called my mother just showed up and picked me up, and it was great. But like, I could not tell anyone. I was like, no, I can't. I can do this. And then I was like, I cannot do this. I'm a lot better with my mental health, but like, I'm trying to get like a second job, and it's a pain in the ass right now. Like, oh my god, you have no idea. Also because like, I don't know where part-time employment gets the idea that like, they're like, you have to be available for this. And like, most people are getting part-time because there are like a lot of hours they just cannot work. And I'm like, why do you want me available all the time? Part-time will never pay someone's bills. Like, you have to understand that if I'm looking for a part-time job, it means I do not have like all the availability. My availability is pretty good. Basically, I just can't do Sundays, and I can't do mornings. Like, I'm like, I can start at 2. Not good enough. Fuckers. I'd like really hope it'd be nice if I could just like work at my current place forever, but like I don't get any hours. I'm like, yeah, I need hours. Working for part-time work. Just put my hours up. So right now, I currently have an idea of a schedule for streaming. So I'll be streaming every Monday and Saturday, Sunday, and then, well, almost every Saturday, Sunday. Like, there might be a few Saturdays and Sundays and Mondays, but basically I'm gonna work Saturday, Sunday, streaming Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, because for this entire month I have Mondays off, and then the next month it'll change because I don't know I never get the exact same day off all months. Like, I get the same day off for every month, but like, I mean for the whole month, but in between months it's different. Like last month it was Friday, this month it's Monday. I'm like, sweet. Wait until like, I don't know. I know I'm probably not gonna become the person that's like, hey, I do streaming for a living, because well, I don't know. I don't get many viewers on my streams ever, so that's probably not gonna happen. And I'm never, well, for a long time, I'm probably never gonna have the kind of money I can to like invest in doing streams all the time. And I'm just like mentally kind of, I don't know, I'm a mental wreck. But I do love doing streams. Like, streams are great. I just need to have the energy for them. Someone who suffers from chronic fatigue from all of her disorders. It's fun. I'm like, great, I'm constantly tired. And randomly I get manic, and I do not want to do streams manic. They're kind of doing this stream kind of manic, which is probably why I'm all over the fucking place. But like, doing streams all the time manic, it would not be a good idea. Long term, no. That's a terrible idea. Not good with scenery! I literally had like a bunch of reference photos on my computer and stuff, and I'm taking with my phone when I go on walks around here, just to kind of like get a good grip on this. But shit, so it looks shit. Yay. I'm also like going on a walk later today because my day off. I'm trying to stay healthy, but right now my manic mode is like I got this great thanks. Thanks, Manic. Just off what it is. And like I'm just gonna color this like a color, like green. The line work isn't the fanciest part of my background, but even then it's like drill table. Fancy. I don't know, scenery was never something I really got into. Like when I first started drawing, like besides just like little kitty doodles, like I drew a lot of eyes, like my sketch, like my notes at school used to be like full of just me doing eyes. And, like I used to do like the full anime, like full like one circle, two circles, like this, so be all shaded and the pupil, like all that kind of stuff. I used to do all that all the time in my sketchbooks. But I never doodled anything like scenery or animals, so now I'm shit at drawing those things. And for my webcomic, I literally have a few characters that like are kind of like people that turn into animals kind of thing, and I don't want to change that because I'm like, that's like part of the whole idea of my world. Like I want this, and then I'm like, I don't know how to draw them, and I am the one in charge of all the art for my webcomic, so it's fun. I'm like, I got this. I really fucking don't. But I'm gonna finish pages because I've set myself up for my webcomic is that right now I'm doing like a chapter a month. My chapters are between 18 to 20 pages, so I'm like, okay, I can do that. I hate my existence currently. So I'm still in the drafting phase, and I'm like some of the early pages are kind of like the line art's all done for them and all that stuff. And I just need associating, but I'm like still working on drafting, and I'm like, I hate my life. My brain's doing that, so stop doing that. I'm a bit weird today. I am manic. I am manic, like coming down from a manic high, and it's fabulous. Manic doing laundry, yay! Better than you think, actually. Mentally ill person doing my laundry, yay! I really wish I didn't have to pay for it though. Oh my fucking god, that's a pain in my wallet. Literally have to go get changed again soon, and I fucking hate my life. I hate getting changed for laundry. I'll probably have enough change for like another week or two, and that's about it. I hate it. It shouldn't cost me an arm and a leg to literally get my fucking laundry done. And my water is too inconsistent, and my landlords are too much pricks for me to stick behind like the you can get on Amazon that you just put in your apartment, like put in your shower or something. Although I totally have room in my shower to use to store it, but my landlord's still, I'm still waiting for them to fix shit, so probably a good thing that let's see. Planning on moving out here probably this year. Probably next summer. I'm probably hoping to get out of here. This place, I kind of like it. Like I love it for my neighbors. My neighbors are stinky, and like they're like two older couples. Like one's in like their 40s, and the other one's like in their 70s, and they like ask me to come with them. But like, I think like I'm super like annoyed about right now in my city is like the fucking amount of money I have to pay to like live somewhere is stupid. And like I don't know many people, so I hate moving in with people I don't fucking know at all. I'm like, I don't know you. Like, although the pandemic's still going on, then I'm probably gonna just stay where the fuck I am. But I do not want to have to live with people during this pandemic, to be quite fucking honest. I don't like living alone in a pandemic. It is so much nicer. Arguing with my landlord about like there's some damage to my floor in here, but that's because the floor is so soft that furniture literally indents of about an inch. So when I had a big chair in here and I used to sit in it, it would actually like go down about an inch. And then one day I went to move back in my chair, forgetting that it did that because forget that, and then it ripped the floor. And then my rolling chair did some light indents because this floor is too soft. It's stupidly soft. Like stupid. This floor should not be this soft. And then like I can't put a mat by my door because my door is not like they didn't leave a space between my floor and my door. And I live in a bachelor, so my door to outside is literally right by my bed. And I'm like, I don't even have room for a mat. Because if the mat goes up slightly, I have to like throw my whole weight against my fucking door to get in. It's stupid. but as soon as you're in here, you hate your and it's stupid. Yes, I'm listening to non-copyrighted Hawaii music, so don't judge. I was listening to like fucking Transformers soundtracks earlier, so this is an improvement. I was a lazy butt today. I don't know what it is, but like on my days off, I can't go to bed early. Like my brain's like, no, we're gonna stay up till 11, 12, and I'm like, okay, and then we're gonna wake up at like 9. I'm like, okay, why do you do this? Like on my days I work, I get up at like 6 a.m. every fucking day. Like why you do this to me? Because then like my first day back, I'm always like, I'm so exhausted. Because like my brain was like, haha, we're gonna stay at 11 again. I'm like, no! I have to get up early. Pain. The pain. Life's pain. Alright, next level. We're gonna do a puffy little underlay. Here's a one thing, like, if you don't know, I'm gay, and, I'm, like, one of those few random gays that's like, hey, I want to, like, actually, like, be in, you know, get married and have kids, and I would totally dress like any of my kids, like, even a little boy, I wouldn't fucking care, you're wearing bloomers, you look adorable, because little kids just look fucking, they look so cute! Like going back in time, and I love it. Although a lot of baby clothes, like a lot of little kids' clothes, I would probably be that one parent that's like, no, you're not fucking wearing this. Like, why the fuck? Like when they try to mimic adult outfits, especially like kind of like cheerier ones, I'm like, no. No, my kid is gonna look like a fucking kid. My kid's gonna wear like cute stuff. They can wear this shit when they're older. But you can't, like, they don't make this kind of cutie stuff when you're an adult, okay? You only get to wear this once, okay? Trust me. I tried. I'm like, yeah, you're just like, this stuff is cute, and you only get to wear it at this one point in your life, but they don't make them for older people. They do, it's expensive. But while you're a kid wearing your kid stuff, it's cute. Come on. I just find it weird when parents are like, oh my god, to this little adult. I'm like, that's a child. Let them be a child, for fuck's sake. I guess, oh, weird person. I'm like one of those people that like people around me are just like, oh, like people that don't know me, like strangers that see me while walking around. I think for the most part, like unless I'm actually trying to dress like an adult, which I'm starting to do a bit more recently, but like 98% of the time, Like, if I don't give a fuck, I'm going out wearing a sleeping Goku t-shirt and shorts. People think I'm 16 and I do not have... I'm just like, whatever at this point. So I started wearing slightly more adulty outfits. Like, today I'm wearing tights. I'm wearing this, like, camo tank top. And then for the top of it, which I took off because it was getting kind of hot in my apartment because I was getting manic and running around, is my Pride jersey. Which is actually, like, cold enough in here again and I'm not manic, I can wear it again. Yeah, it's got, like, Pride. Pride up on the front, Pride sleeves, it's nice. Everyone's like, you don't need to announce that you're gay this much. I'm like, yes, I do. So I'm sick of guys coming up to me going, hey, and I'm like, swing the other way, boys, swing the other way. Although my best friend, she does webcomics, and one of them is based off of me, and she's like, I have to, like, set up for this love interest, but you're gay, and I'm like, it's fiction, and fictionally, I like men, too. She's like, what do you mean? I'm like, in fiction, I have the hots for men, but as soon as they're in real life, I no longer care. I lose interest. It's why I thought I was paying for so long and I was like, oh, I like these characters in this, and then I thought about it, I'm like, I've never met a real dude that I've ever crushed for hard, unless I was like, hey, they look like this character. Other than that, no. I don't have a crush on real life dudes, because I'm gay! I just happen to like men in, like, fiction, and I'm like, no wonder! That's why I was so confused. She's like, you're not kidding, are you? I'm like, no, I'm fucking not. Dudes in fiction, like, I have a crush on fucking Ayazawa and Present Mike from My Hero Academia. In fiction, their character is like Wolverine, damn. But, like, IRL, I'm like, no. I have no interest. That is why for years I thought that was bi, and then I thought about it and went, wait, the only men I seem to crush on are not real. And if they are real, it's because they played this certain fictional character. Well, I'm pretty sure I'm gay. I just like fictional men. Yeah, that's it. Because, like, men who aren't fictional or look like a fictional character, I have, like, none. Like, I feel nothing. I'm like, yep, this is literally, yep, I am gay. Wow, shit, fuck. I'm like, it was so hard to figure out for a lot of my life, and it's why it took me until I was, like, 23, until I was like, shit, I'm gay. Because I always knew I liked women, but I thought I liked men too, because I liked fictional men, and I was like, wait, I only like fictional men. I don't like real life men. No, I'm probably still bi. No, I'm probably still pan. And I'm like, no, IRL, I like women, and that is it. Shit, me. And I knew I liked women for a long ass time, because I was one of those girls that, like, in the locker room would be like, is anyone changing? Yeah. Partially because I grew up with brothers, and partially because, like, in my brain I was like, oh my god, this is so pretty, and I want to break out into a blush. And I don't even know if I blush, to be honest, when I think I'm blushing. I just think I feel it, and I'm like, nah, escape! Because IRL, I don't think I've ever seen anyone, like, you know, like, when they got that flush, I don't think I could ever tell you a time where I could tell when someone was blushing. I don't know, maybe for some people it's easier. I don't know, I cannot tell. I'm the helpless gay. Yes, the helpless gay who doesn't know what the fuck she's doing with her life. Yay! I'm like, literally, right before the pandemic started, I'm like, I think I'm ready to start dating. I think I'm more mentally stable. I think this is this is the time. I feel like I can start dating. And then the pandemic hit. I'm like, fucking universe! Why? Why did the universe decide, hey, you're gonna be ready to start dating? Yeah, there's gonna be a global pandemic, though, so you're gonna realize that, yeah, responsibly, you cannot start dating people. I'm like, yeah, great, you fucking assholes. And that is, like, my thing right now is that literally I'm like, okay, I'll wait until the pandemic's over to start dating, and I hate my fucking life, because I'm like, And, like, it's not like I don't mind being single, but, like, in the weird part of my brain that's, like, for some reason decides, like, oh, this makes some logical sense, is, hey, if I get a girlfriend, and we're doing good, we can move in together into one bedroom, not have to deal with roommates, and we can be living together happily, and I can save some money on my rent. That is where my brain goes! I will not be a romantic gay! And I feel terrible for that. I'm also non-binary, so technically sapphic. And I just say gay. My friend actually found that out because she's doing pride art, and she's like, so what's your orientation? I know you're non-binary. I'm like, yep. And she's like, alright, are you still pan or bi? And I'm like, no. And she's like, what are you? I'm like, lesbian. And she's like, okay. And then she's like, did you know there's actually a word for non-binary lesbians? I'm like, fucking word? And she's like, yeah, sapphic. I'm like, that's nice. And I saw the flag and I was like, extra nice. But I still just go with gay. It fits me, okay? Because I'm not cis and I'm not straight. I am gay. And, like, I have a sister who's trans. God bless her soul. And, I don't know why I always say that. It's probably something ingrained in me because I grew up Catholic. But, like, for a long time, like, a lot of my family has trouble with it because she doesn't transition a lot, and I'm like, okay. But, like, my family knows I'm non-binary, but I'm the... I find it hard to relate to her. She's like, come on, you're in, like, the trans community, too. I'm like, I don't think you understand my meaning for non-binary. I don't want, like, in my brain, I'm like, call me a dude, call me a chick, I don't fucking care, I'm just here. That is my relationship with being non-binary. I'm like, you can think I'm a dude, you can think I'm a chick, just don't call me missy or fucking deck you. And, like, I've always went to buying men's stuff, and she's like, I don't want the family buying me men's stuff. I'm like, honey, I know it's kind of like misgendering, but at the same time, men's stuff is cheaper and it works better. And she's like, what do you mean? I'm like, it works better. She's like, and I'm like, yeah, don't, like, when she was like, I'm gonna buy women's razors, I'm like, don't bother. And she's like, what do you mean? I'm like, don't fucking bother. They're expensive and they're shit. And she's like, well, I want them. And I'm like, okay. I would just have them on display. I would never use them because they're shit. I bought men's razors and I will continue to buy men's razors. I wear men's deodorant because it works. And the only reason I don't use men's body soap is because I have sensitive fucking skin because I have eczema and just sensitive skin overall, so I have to use baby soap. Like, yeah, like, I don't know, it was never something that bothered me. Like, even when I was a teenager, I used, like, Irish Spring body wash that my family had. You know why? I didn't give a shit. In my brain, I was like, ah, whatever. And my brain still, like, ah, fuck it, whatever. Maybe I'm supposed to give a shit, maybe, I don't know, maybe because of, like, dysphoria, like, seeing a woman's label make her feel better about it? I don't know. But in my brain, I'm just like, you know the men's stuff is better and cheaper. And she's like, yeah, okay. Like, no, I'm like, you don't need to be upset. Because probably what the family's thinking, because even, like, our mother, like, uses men's deodorant, like, buys... She buys whatever's cheapest, okay? She's a cheap woman. Because she grew up poor. And I'm like, Mom's probably thinking this is cheaper. And like, my sister also has to use specialty soap. So I'm like, I'm sorry, it was kind of upsetting for you, but at the same time, you have to use a specialty soap, and it was only available in the men's. I am sorry. I think it's because, like, she's not out anywhere else. Like, at work, she's not out. I think she prefers wearing men's clothing. And she's also, like, on the height area of women's clothing. Like, I had to take her to a big, plus size clothing store to get her anything that kind of fit her. And she also stole some stuff from, like, I've given her some of my stuff that doesn't fit me anymore because I was fat. But, like, she's, like, 6'5", 4. She's tall, and then she's, like, broad-shouldered. And I'm like, you can be a hairy woman. I'm kind of a hairy woman, and she's like, no, you're not. I'm like, I'm fairly hairy compared to most women. Like, I grow a mustache, and the only reason it's not available right now is because I'm doing interviews, and I understand that most women, especially in clothing stores, would not appreciate me having my mustache out. So I waxed it. Well, not waxed it, I like the stuff that you can just wipe off and wipes off your facial hair. Yeah, I use that, and I'm like, I hate this. I hate this feeling. My skin feels weird. I don't like it. I usually just leave my mustache on because I don't care. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, because you're not the female body persuasion, yeah, women can grow mustaches because we'll get facial hair, and sometimes, especially if you're like a darker skin tone, I mean, not darker skin tone, like you have darker hair. That's the word I was going for. Good job, me, yay! But no, if you have darker hair, even like the hair that's supposed to be colorless, like on your arms and on your face, it can sometimes grow in dark. So I had dark thing, and it's kind of obvious because I have pale skin. I'm a pale white girl. So I took it off for the precision of the interviews, and that is it. If I were not doing interviews right now, and like job hunting, I would definitely still have my mustache, okay? Because without it, it's just weird feeling. I think, like, the only thing I ever got comfortable doing was kind of dyeing it, but even then, it was just a pain in the ass to do, and I just stopped, and I was like, whatever, and my mom's like, your mustache, and I'm like, I don't care. She took me to get it waxed once when I was, like, in high school, and I was like, I hate this! And then she never took me again. She took me, like, twice, and then she's like, okay, fine, I won't take you anymore. I'm like, thank you, Mother. Because my mother, for a long time, tried to make me girly. And both me and our eldest sister were tomboys, so she's like, okay, yeah, and she just thought I'd go into it, and then she was like, oh, and then I was like, Mom, I'm non-binary, I don't care. And she's like, what do you mean? I'm like, you know those, like, fancy girly stuff, like, you want me to get into? Yeah, that's not me. I feel comfortable wearing mostly men's clothing, and what I do wear of women's clothing is tights, and occasionally dresses. Like, no, this is not me. And she's like, okay. And I'm like, thank you. So I wanted to wear a suit to prom, and her thing for me wearing a suit to prom was I had to get makeup, which I hated, but I did it. And then I had to wear heels, which I also hated. And swear to God, I'm surprised I never broke my fucking neck. And then I had to wear my hair up fancy, and I was like, God fucking damn it. I was like, Mom, can I just, like, put my hair back in a ponytail with, like, a bow? And she's like, no. And I'm like, fuck, please. And she's like, no. I'm like, God damn it, Mother. It's not like I even had a date for prom, technically. I was like, I don't have anyone to go with for prom. And then one of the dudes in my band class was like, dude, yeah, take her to prom, she doesn't have a date. Okay. And that was it. That's what happened. My dude bro friends were like, dude, we'll get you a date. I'm like, okay. Second walkthrough, I stole almost all the dudes' girlfriends. I'm like, dude, stop stealing them! I'm like, dudes, be cooler! Sorry, I'm stealing your girlfriends. I look better than you do. Yeah. I'm one of those weird girls that's... I don't know, I was always like a tomboy, and like in high school I just epitomized it, because I used to just... My parents always bought me girly stuff, because they're like, come on, you can be girly, and I hated it. So, for most of high school, I wore cargos. And when my cargos finally died, and my family was like, oh, well, we won't get you cargos again, I literally stole my brother's cargos. I was like, I'm stealing your cargos. He's like, what do you mean? I'm like, I'm wearing your pants. He's like, why? And I'm like, because my cargo's broke, and I hate girls' clothes. And I still hate jeans. That's one thing. My family has always tried to get me to like jeans. I hate them. I hate wearing them. I hate it. I can't. To this day, I still can't wear jeans. I hate them. I have a jean dress currently, and like that's gonna be a winter thing. Like I'm gonna wear layers. I'm gonna wear it tight. I'm gonna wear like a shirt, a long sleeve shirt underneath it, and then wear this cute little dress over top of it. But like I'm like, I hate jean, and they're like, why? And I'm like, I don't know. I just hate it. I hate it. I hate wearing jeans. And that is one thing I've always stuck with, is my hatred for jeans. People are like, oh, but jeans look good. I'm like, they don't feel good. They feel like death. And I'm done with death. Okay, what color are like Ponyo and Sky? Yeah, Ghibli gives them like kind of a brownie eyes. So I'm gonna get them just brown eyes, and then for so I'm just gonna pull up like a drawing I've done with like a mouth. I'm gonna use this. In case you didn't know, I'm a weird artist, and I always use the same like colors for my mouth, so I'll always pull up an old drawing and be like, okay, mouth colors, let's go. I picked up, and then I just kind of went with it ever since. I'm gonna do like a chocolatey brown for their eyes, like. There. Now we'll do skin tone color. Yay! Skin tone color! Let's go. This is like the skin tone that was from the original piece. This is the sky, which is pretty easy. Like, I've gotten pretty good at doing skies. I just shit with 98% everything else in art. Because, like, I got really into art in high school. But, like, I'm just not as good as my best friend, who's a tattoo artist. Who, whenever I get my new job, I'm literally, like, calling her up and being like, I want to get my non-binary tattoo, please. Which is going to be the Autobot insignia, just like, you know how in Jeep 1 they have like the color kind of thing that goes through it? Yeah, I'm going to do that with the non-binary flag. Because that's kind of how I view myself, like, the humans see me as a man, but technically I am neither, and I don't care to correct them at this point. I'm just like, whatever. You think I'm a man? Fuck it. Whatever. You want to use male pronouns? Fuck whatever. I don't care. That is the kind of being I am. Oh wait, she has a different skin tone. Fuck. She has a bit of a lighter skin tone than Sasuke. God fucking damn it. Okay, lighter skin tone for her. Okay, I'm fixing the skin tone issue. So I was watching a food theory thing recently, and they were talking about like Scoville units and like heat, and I'm like, okay, cool. I've watched this on Mythbusters before, but the thing that weirded me out was he's like, oh, we don't really drink. I'm like they did like the test for like booze, so they drank like 8 spicy food and drank some booze, and I was like, and they're like, oh, it didn't work, and I'm like, oh my god, they've never drank in their lives, or either that, or if they have, they've never had spicy food, which makes no sense, because that's 98% of drunk food. Like, I know it's gonna sting more if I have booze. Also, they're like, oh, you know, Diet Coke actually helped. I'm like, you guys are, yeah, I guess it kinda helps, but, when it comes to spicy, you want to feel the burn. That's the whole point of spicy food. You want to feel the burn. Getting back to this. He's such a cute little boy. I love this movie. Actually, like, Ghibli movies are, like, the only movies I can, like, watch on repeat. Like, I will re-watch all the Ghibli shit. Sorry, I'm, like, switching. So, yeah. Let's just go here. But, like, I will re-watch Ghibli films all the fucking time. Specifically, My Neighbor Totoro, Ponyo, and Porco Rosso. Porco Rosso is my favorite one to watch on repeat. And also The Cat Returns, that one's a good one to just rewatch. But like for like main, like I rewatch these pretty often, it's Ponyo, Porco Rosso first, then My Neighbor Totoro, then Ponyo are the ones that I'm like, I'm gonna watch it again. Like, whenever I really need to unwindy, I'm like, Ghibli. Like, now they have all the Ghibli films on YouTube, and not YouTube, on Facebook. No, not Facebook, Brain! Come on Netflix, and I plan to watch them all. And I still haven't gotten around to it, because I need to be in the mood for Ghibli to appreciate its awesomeness. Anyone, like, have that where, like, there are certain things, like, you're just like, I just need to be in the mood, because I don't want to, like, especially if you're watching it the first time, you're like, I want to be in a mood where I know I'll get full enjoyment out of this, and that's what I'm dealing with currently with trying to watch all the new Ghibli films that are available to me, and I'm like, Like, another good one is, when Marnie was there. That one I watched. I bought it on DVD because they had it at the local, like, DVD store. And I was like, fucking yeah, and Secret of Ariette, watch those on DVD. And when Marnie was there, it actually made me want to buy the book. I'm like, I want to buy the fucking book and read it. So, like, Ghibli is just something I don't know. Ghibli has a charm to it, and most people will agree that Ghibli is just kind of movies. I also have Pompoko on DVD, and I watched that with my brother, my sister, back home. And she had a good laugh at that. She's like, what the fuck is this movie? I'm like, it's Pompoko, motherfucker! just sounds like an offbeat, like, the narration just sounds so much like a wilderness thing, and he's like, am I watching fucking Animal Planet on crack? I'm like, yes you are. Yes you are. Presented by Ghibli. That's kind of what it feels like. I actually is fucking airbrush. I find airbrush is like the easiest way to give like a sky like a good cloudy, like it's the easiest way to do clouds, I find. Like look, it looks like a cloudy sky. Down a bit, and it's gonna have a little bit of yellow. Oh wait. Do that properly. I was wondering why I wasn't coming out strong. There. Then you just blend it to the sides. And it looks like a little bit of sunlight coming down. And now for this, where we go down to here and do jet black for all the shading. Good reason why I use like I put it all on a different layer for shading is I just find it a bit easier to kind of like control the opacity and like where I'm coloring, because then I can just turn it up bright, do it a black layer, and then have it be very noticeable, and then I can tweak it from there by turning down the opacity on the layer and all that kind of stuff to make it look like better and look more like shading than just like color. It's fun to do this kind of stuff. Like, it's the easiest way I found for me to do shading. Like, I found other ways I get like easily like lost in what I'm doing. And I'm like, oh god, where did I shade? It doesn't look right. This is a bit of an easier one for me. May not be the most efficient way to do it, but it's the way I'm gonna do it from now on. paper, and then I change the opacity. There's a process to doing this. Here's one thing is that for a long time I didn't, like, coloring is not my thing. I never got into it when I was a kid, and like, you know, like when those adult coloring books like came out? Yeah, like my family's like, oh, you're so autistic, you would like them, and I'm like, no, actually, I hate coloring. They're like, what do you mean? I'm like, I hate it. I hate coloring my own drawings. I've gotten a bit more comfortable with it now, but like I still don't like coloring. Is not my favorite thing. And to be kind of honest, like, I don't like art nearly as much as like a lot of artists do. Like, this is just one of my hobbies because my attention span is shit. Drawing's something I do when I'm bored for a good chunk of time. Like now it's because like I've gotten to the point where I'm a bit more creative with it, so I'm like, okay, yeah, I'll draw a bit more. But for a long time, like for me, like drawing and art was something I did like in between what I normally did, which was I did a lot of writing. And I still do, like I write fan fiction all the time, and like publish fan fiction. But like, that used to be like my big thing was I did writing, and I still do more writing than I do art. But the reason I started like taking my art a bit more seriously is because I wanted to put a webcomic, and then I thought about it, and I'm like, I do not, like, I want it to be in a webcomic because that's the medium it would best fit in. Like, I tried writing it as books, and I'm like, no, this is not like good for books. It's good for webcomics or animation. And I was like, well, I can't afford to ever hire anyone to do it. So if I want to make this, I'm going to have to learn how to draw. And that's literally why I got into art. And like, start taking art a bit more seriously is because of that. And I like to do fan art and stuff like that, but like, it's not, my big thing is writing. Like, if I ever could, and like I had the funds to do it, I would totally love to just be like, here's storylines and drafts of what I kind of want the comic to look like, and then have a person that's good at art, like better at art, do the comic for me. Like, I wanted to be like if I wanted to pursue anything with art, the thing I want to pursue is storyboarding. Because storyboarding is more the part of art I like. But like, I wanted to be a writer, but I am not good enough to become an author because my grammar is shit. Like, one of the things I'm hoping to buy at some point is a Grammarly subscription. Like, right now I just have like the basic Grammarly, but I'd love to get a Grammarly subscription to like beta read all my shit for me because I am shit with grammar. And like, I did university English. It never really got better. And to get through university English, I literally like would use Grammarly. And before Grammarly existed, I literally like would call my friends and be like, hey, I need help. And they're like, what do you need? I'm like, can you tell me if there are words missing? Like, I did it to my brother a lot. I'd be like, my sister back in the day when she was over, I'd be like, help! And I'm like, what? I'm like, fix it! And he'd read through my shit for me. I am shit with grammar, and I still am. I've only gotten slightly better at this. But yeah. I don't know. This is one of those weird things where I'm just like, yeah, I'm not like a lot of other artists. It's like, I know some artists, like, it's not all artists, but I like see some people where they're like, art makes me relax. And I'm like, art is what I do when I'm bored. Okay, art is like, when I didn't like writing, I would doodle. Like when I was trying to come up with story ideas, especially back in high school. So what I've done for years is kind of why I hardcore stationery, is I used to bring, in every class, I would have a binder. And even in university I did this. I had a binder. The binder, 98% of the time, was not filled with notes from my courses. It was filled with me writing. And now I hoard like little folder binders and like things like that, hoard paper and like pens and stuff. Because that's the way I draw. Like that's what I do 98% of the time, is I like to write. And now, like, I've kind of slowly replaced a lot of the time I spend writing with sketchbooks and like doodling. So, like, I don't know. Writing's more my thing. It always has been. It was always something I enjoyed doing more. I think it's just because the way my brain is built. My brain was just like, this is easier for me to process. It's when you dissociate heavily as a child, especially if you dissociate into fantasy shit. Writing is more on my level, because I'm like, my brain was already doing that 98% of the time, let's go. I have a dissociation disorder, and for most of my childhood, like, what I would dissociate was, I was just like, you know what? My life sucks. I'm gonna make it better. And what I essentially did was self-insert fanfiction. Yeah! About my daily life, because that's what happens when you're traumatized and young. Thank you, Whooper. Yeah, my ringtone is Optimus Prime telling me shit. It scares some people. Like, a couple times it's gone off at work and people are like, what the fuck? And I'm like, sorry, okay. Like, why did you choose that? I'm like, because it fits my personality. And I'd like to think when my phone rings that I'm not thinking D-Day, I'm thinking, okay, thank you. Although occasionally when I get really angry, I'm like, shut the fuck up, Opie! Like, why'd you make it if you're just gonna be angry at him? I'm like, I don't know. Sorry, Opie. But right now, I'm angry with you. Okay. some point. I forgot I like picked up a bunch of like silly meme references. Because I saw someone sharing one on Tumblr and I was like, oh yeah, these would be perfect. Fuck on that one. Oh god. That's some good memes! Yeah, that's what I mean. Like a bunch of random nature photos. Mine for drawing. up in the front is like me. Homegirl up at the top is a goddamn mood. I gotta get there out again. Fucking drinking! You know, like, she's totally like one of these dudes, like best friends, and she's just like, bruh, okay, fine. You can do you. Just drink. This homegirl's like, I know what's going on. You guys have your moment. Here. This girl knows what's going on. She does. Homegirl knows what life's about! I think what's me, to be honest, is like, I just wanted to start doing this. So I did. Homegirl's like, she's like, I know what's going on. Chugging back up. Beer, I assume. There's an entire bottle of wine or the other. Either way, still a goddamn mood. Good. Now we're not gonna do it. But I'm drawing them, so let's go. Mike's out, I think. like it's gonna be wearing like the gorgeous crop top. Like, he's queen. Yeah, there. We're getting there. This is still sketchy. It's just kind of more kind of sketchy. That's out for the ones at top and wearing short shorts. I can imagine like Aizawa like outside of here where it just was like mostly stupid. Yeah! And the little coins. Making out. And then it's like, freaking like the goddamn queen she is. knows how to party with her boys. There's that thing that's making out. Like, yeah! Let's go. is an absolute queen. They're good, the queens.
The launch team wishes you good luck and Godspeed.
Got a boy in the back making out. He's just chugging back wine. Let them die young. It's almost time for streaming to end. Holy shit. Holy shit, guys. I just did that noodle for today. I haven't drawn in my hair and maybe stuff in a while. Mostly because hyperfixation kicked me in the balls and like, hey, you're doing Transformers right now. I'm like, what? No, you're doing Transformers right now, you fucking bitch. Move over. I've now added a new layer. Got the references again. Total time. Oh yeah, I was gonna do this. Help me learn how to draw TFA. back before it ever became legal, I was on it for medical reasons. Yay, medical marijuana! It helped me live for a good portion of my life. I'm no longer on it because I started just to, like, as my mental health got better, the dope, like, just being on it just made me high. It didn't just make me, like, calm down, it just made me high. And I was like, I think it's time I need to get off this. I was like, no, it's fine. I'm like, I need to get off this. So I've been taking it for a while. I'm rather good. My mental health has improved a lot. I no longer need nearly as many. But I'll never be neurotypical. I'm doing a lot better functioning. It's like, it's weird to draw them. So I'm used to, when I draw Transformers, I'm usually doing like this, where the chest, then they got this kind of area, like something straight, but like it's thinner, and then it gets chunky down here with like the crotch thing, and then like their legs, boom, boom, and, like shoulder blades and shit like that. But like, in TFA, it's like way different, because they have like their waist and then their hips, like they have no hips! Like it's like, and then like bam, bam, tiny little underwear thing. And then like up here is like huge. And it weirds me out. They have like tiny hips, tiny waist. It weirds me out. Now some characters don't, but some do, and it weirds me out. Oh. There's kind of like a noodle. Oh yeah. Over 2 hours. So thank you guys so very much for watching my streams. Hope you enjoyed it. If you want to help support everything I do here on the internet, let me pull it up. You can check out my Kofi page at coffee.com/Yashiroreaper. As you see on the screen, currently my goal is 1,200 to get myself a new computer set up. So that'd be a desktop computer, a new mic, probably a new headset because this one broke on stream a bit ago. And that's just so that I can do better streams and play better games. I might need to up that goal amount, I'm not entirely sure. But right now I'm thinking that's a good price for me at the moment to get a whole new setup all set up. And yeah, if you want to donate, I also have art commissions up on here, which is good because it'll help me pay my bills because I'm still waiting for a job. So I do thumbnails for $9, draw your squats for $12, waist ups 15, and full bodies for 18. And if like you have a meme that you want me to do art from, like send me memes. I'm all good for memes, especially art memes like I draw your squats and things like that. Those are great. Anyways, so hopefully you guys enjoyed my stream. Hopefully you'll come back for more if you like my content. I also put all these videos up on YouTube after they expire on Twitch. I'm also on Twitter, Instagram, Tumblr. Give me an art if you like my art. I write fanfictions on AO3 and fanfiction.net. I'm a Yashiroreaper all across the web. I love you guys so very, very much. And hopefully I shall see you all in my next stream. Thank you and bye-bye. Bye. Bye. Kitty is laying with me. Her feet on my belly, her belly stretched out in her floof, 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 and her sleepy little face. I have a kitty napping with me.